everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today we're working on Hometown Pride by Thomas Kinkade. We are in the very last section. I have quite a bit of it done. If at all possible, I hope to have this done and completed today. As you'll see, it is now sitting upside down. We have our flag over here, and this is just the top of this big tree that was coming up. So we're working on the tree today, and we'll be working on the L's. So today is L, and it's a green. And we'll be putting that into our tree. So yesterday I was doing pretty good until about 3 or 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I ended up having to lay down, and I never really got back up. My husband did do a few fireworks last night. I wasn't able to join. I was just too sick to join, which is really sad because fireworks are my favorite thing to do. I love shooting them off, and I don't know. I just guess even though I have the love for fireworks, the pain was so bad yesterday that a couple times I had to go lay down, and my husband had to comfort me because I was crying because the pain was bad. I'm not saying this because I want anybody to feel bad. I'm just trying to explain so people understand that if there's a time that I'm not able to do a video, that you guys will understand why and what happens. I typically do my videos in the morning, first thing, so that I can get them done when I feel my best. So that's why I do the videos in the morning. My husband doesn't have a problem if I want to do a video during the time that he's up. I prefer doing them in the morning only because the morning I'm more alive, I'm more awake, and I typically feel better in the mornings than I do in the afternoons because I do take my medicine in the morning, and it does have the tramadol in it with that mixture. Oh, we didn't talk about what I'm using today, did we? So, Handmade by Jim is where I got my pen. It was in my Christmas stocking this year. I am using a 8-placer multi-placer from Lexi Lilycraft. Our diamond painting we're working on comes to us from Michael's. I bought it from Diamond. It's a Diamond Dots, and I bought it at Michael's. Everything else that you may want to know that I'm using is listed below. It is standard. It's in the description of all of my videos. I'm a couple days behind on getting the descriptions. I'll get those done today. Sometimes just getting the video up is what it takes for me, so sometimes I have to come back and put those screens on them, but other than that, they do get uploaded, and then I come and fix them behind. So if for some reason this video for a day doesn't have the description, go to a previous one and you'll find the description, and you'll be able to find anything that I'm using here. This pen was handmade, hand drilled. what is it, hand spun, where he actually put the knobs in it. I kind of think this is really basic. I think I'm going to eventually get into some more fancier pens, but that's not until Social Security is done. Once we know more about Social Security, I'm waiting. Haven't gotten anything. Obviously, there's been no mail for a few days. There's no mail again today because it is the public. It's the day that 4th of July is observed because 4th of July was on Sunday in the United States. They make the official holiday where people get the day off and those kind of things the day after. So if it is Saturday, there'll be Friday. It will be your holiday. If it is Sunday, your holiday will be on Monday. So not all employers give that extra day off. Some employers are kind enough to do that, others aren't. Fortunately, I'm not working anymore, so I don't have to worry about whether I have to go into work today or not. I used to have to worry about that. Today, I just worry about, did I get up and am I functioning? And that's not a bad thing, because for me, functioning is good. That means I function enough to get up to Diamond Paint to do a video. When the video's processing and uploading, I'm typically outside, sitting on my porch. I have some errands to run at 10 o'clock. So I will go get those errands taken care of. It'll probably be about 9:30 I'll leave to get everything done so that I can get back before it gets too hot today, and then I can relax and sit on my porch for the afternoon. Which is super wonderful. I'm really looking forward to it. I think today is a better day. I don't hurt as bad as I did yesterday. I did not wake up throwing up, so I'm past the throwing up part of this. So progress is being made. And you know, it's really one of those things that some days muscles hurt worse than other muscles. Sometimes the pain, no matter what I do, I can't get the pain to go away, or I've gotten myself so worked up because the pain is so bad, I need my husband to help calm me down so that the medicines that I do take can kick in. I do take a strong pain medicine. I have a strong fibromyalgia medicine, and I see a pain specialist. It's a whole thing, you know. You have to go through a whole bunch of doctors, and getting the fibromyalgia diagnosis is really hard, because it's not something you can just go out and buy, right? You can't. Not buy, but the testing for fibromyalgia is not straightforward. So they basically, in order to be diagnosed with fibromyalgia, you have to be diagnosed with nothing else. And then other things come in as part of the diagnosis, you know, and other things, maybe some things in the past. I have some things from the past that I will be taking care of. Not bad, but it will help me. So I'm going to bring that back and just kind of see where we go from there. I do have to go see a doctor of Social Security's choosing, which I knew was going to happen. I was waiting for that to happen. This actually happened a lot faster than I kind of expected it to. I expected that I would be completely off of my unemployment and not receiving that any longer. So, with that said, today's article is what to do with a finished diamond painting. April 9th, 2020 from the Diamond Art Club blog. So, just to start off, do you have, in the comments below, if you could please let me know kind of what you're working on? And do you have any plans for the painting that you're doing currently? Do you have plans of where you're going to put it in your house? Do you have plans on what you're going to do with it? Are you going to give it away? This one will be part of my office wallpaper. I think I've kind of figured out which wall. I have one wall that has no windows, no closet, no door on it. The door does open inward, so if the door is open you don't see as much on that back wall by the door, but I think I'm going to rearrange that wall, and I'm going to use that wall to put up my diamond painting wallpaper, I think. I have to run it by my husband because he's got a few things up there. His Bud Light light is there. I would love to keep it in the office. I just want to move it somewhere else. Unfortunately, I have to make sure I move it to where there's a cord because it is a neon light. My husband got it and keeps it in the office. Used to be his office, so slowly but surely his stuff is going away and my stuff is moved in. We've kind of agreed that what's left on the walls will stay. However, I might need to move things around. So I have to see what he thinks, and I might leave the Bud Light sign up where it's at and use it as a break between the diamond paintings. I don't know. I have to really look and see. I have to make sure that the first thing that can go up there and fit on that wall is the 6-foot diamond painting, and I think that's going to be the only wall that 6-foot diamond painting is going to actually fit on. And that's the Minions. So that's what I plan on doing when my painting is done. Once I get started on the process and I've kind of laid it all out, I'll let you guys know what I'm working on and where it's going and how things are going, and kind of give you updates as I get new paintings on the wall. I'm going to be having this one next to the Chuck Pinson because the two will be a kind of a set. I really like the fact that my two favorite artists kind of do similar work. Well, that makes sense, right? If my favorite artist landscape, Thomas Kinkade is my favorite artist of all times, but Chuck Pinson is a very, very close second. So, what to do with a finished diamond painting? You've finally done it. So this one's almost done, and we can finally say we've finally done it, right? You finished your first diamond painting project, yay. So this is based on somebody who just finished their very first diamond painting. However, we can use this in our everyday lives when it comes to any of our paintings, right? Yay. Now, you're probably wondering what to do with a finished diamond painting. Well, you spent a lot of time and effort on creating something beautiful, so you'll definitely want to preserve it in some way. But how? We like to add a top seal to keep all the diamond beads secure, and then put them in a chic frame to hang on the walls of our home or office. Before you start the framing process, however, there are a few other finishing touches you can add to your painting just to make sure it's perfect as it can be. You can learn how to frame a diamond painting by clicking on the link, and we've already gone through that article, so remember that article. And if you didn't hear that article, you can go back. It will be on one of the title slides, and you'll be able to find how to frame a diamond painting very simply and easily. For any minuscule mistakes that could lead to bigger issues down the line. So, what are some of the things you do to prep your canvas? I take and roll my canvas. I then use a toothbrush on my canvas, very soft toothbrush, and I run it across. That will get clean off all of the wax and dirt, and clean the canvas a lot. I don't typically seal my paintings. I believe that the glue is quite strong. I don't see a need at this time for me to seal a painting. I can seal them. I have all the stuff. I use the Mod Podge, and I've done some practice tests on a few paintings to see how they do. And so I'm very happy with how my diamond paintings have turned out on the frames. There's Sweet Tooth hasn't been completely finished yet. I have to get her set up so that I can get her finished and framed. She is going in my bedroom, as well as not sure about the jackalope. I might move the jackalope in onto the wall. I don't know. But I know Sweet Tooth is going in the office, and I believe next to Sweet Tooth will be the La Valentina. The one with the lady in the dress. It's the red dress. Anyways, that's what's going to be doing. So I'm just trying, I know what I'm going to do. I just haven't formulated the whole process in my brain, if that makes sense. In the case of our article, let's continue reading. Let me grab my charger and plug my iPad in real quick. Okay. It's getting low, and I just don't want it to die on us. So, get rid of dust or dirt. Most of us spend quite a bit of time working on a single diamond painting project because it can take a while to get every bead in the right place. So, this painting is taking me a week. Tomorrow will be a week. I will have this done and completed by tomorrow. It will be 1 week done for a 50 by 40, right? So it takes a week to do this small painting. Think of how long it takes to do a big painting, right? Plus, if you want to create a truly stunning piece, you need to be diligent about the placement of every diamond. Otherwise, you'll end up with a painting that looks uneven or mishappen. Okay, so when you're putting your diamonds on your paintings, get them as straight as possible. You're never gonna get them perfect. But, you know, if you do your best to get them as straight as possible, then your painting is gonna look good. Take time to adjust your diamonds. If they're not in the right place, it is perfectly fine for you to adjust your diamonds, okay? It's perfectly fine for that. Because these projects can take days or even weeks, depending on how often you work on yours, it's easy for debris like dirt, dust, and even pet hair to get caught in your design. You may not notice any of these tiny inconveniences while working on the project, but once the beads have been sealed in and hung in a frame, you may see the difference. There is, to clean your diamond painting, there's an article on cleaning your diamond painting. You can use a soft brush or even a toothbrush to very gently sweep any remains of your creation. If I click on that. Oh, okay. So To clean a diamond actually takes you back to a YouTube video. And I'm not going to do a YouTube video. So, I will show you how I clean a diamond painting. Once this one's done, I'll put up the camera and I'll show you how I clean a canvas before and prep it. I'll show you how I roll it, prep it. I'll show you the whole process so you know it from start to finish. Check for missing areas. Okay, so this is something that I find very important, and I did miss a few on my minion painting, and so when I went through, I placed them in there. I've rolled it. I've made sure everything's popping is done. When it's around and it pops, it just means that most likely your diamond, and let me pick up this one. I don't know why I didn't just pick up a new one. But let me pick up this one. And it's like, if it's popping, that means this probably didn't get a full lay down and it's propped up on one of the diamonds, okay? So it would be like me taking this diamond and I put it here, and instead of locking it down, it didn't lock. It's still stuck on that diamond, right? And that clicking noise is the clicking noise you hear of it going back into place. And that's a good thing. You want to go until you don't have those anymore, okay? So that's when you know that when you roll and you don't have any more clicking noises, you know that your drills are on. So have you ever thought you completed a puzzle only to realize you have one piece missing? It is so easy for something similar to happen when a finished diamond painting. Because every piece is so small and the grid sections are so close together, you may end up thinking that you didn't miss any spots. But once you hold your project up to a light board or a bright light, lamp, or direct sunlight, any spots that have been skipped over will be illuminated. Before you do anything else with your finished project, you should use this test to check for discrepancies. So, before you finalize your project, before you seal a project, before you frame a project, before you do anything, even before you clean your canvas, and I usually do these two at the same time, is when I'm cleaning my canvas, that's when I'm checking for missing diamonds. It's a really good time when you roll and you clean to find any of the missing diamonds. That's typically when I find a diamond if it's missing. Be sure diamond beads are secure. So the diamond beads of your painting are attached to the grid by the pattern's sticky surface. However, sometimes we don't push down hard enough on each and every bead, causing one or more of them to fall off once we lift up the painting. So, yeah, sometimes we may be going through and let's say I lay 4 diamonds. Okay, wait, I got 3. Let me find a 4th one. Okay, and load up the pen. Okay, my pen does not want to load. Let me pull one more diamond in. I need to change the wax. It's not happy with me. Oh, okay, let me try this again. Why won't this hold? Anything? Okay. There. Okay. No. Okay. Well, I got 3 diamonds. I'm going to lay these 3 diamonds down, right? So I lay one there and I lay one there, right? And I push this one back. But if I don't come along and make sure these are secure, they could move, right? And say this one is no longer, if this one's not attached, I pick it up, right? It's not secure. I barely put it on there, right? I'm going to pick up my painting and that sucker is going to fall off, right? It's going to fall. So you want to make sure that you stick your diamonds really well. Okay? However, sometimes we did not push hard enough on each and every bead, causing one or more of them to fall off when we lift up the painting. To avoid this, take a rolling pin and gently roll over the entire piece. This will provide each bead a little extra pressure that ensures that they are stuck to the grid. And that's what I meant by rolling. When I'm rolling, I have a little plastic roller, and I roll it across my painting, and I make sure that everything is down nice and tight. Like here, I find that it's not. And you'll see a lot of times I'll rub my hand around on my painting, and I'm really doing that because I'm trying to find any diamonds that may not be secure. If I rub my hand across here, I'm either going to run into one that's going to fall out, or I'll just like that. See, I was doing it and one fell out, right? I lost a diamond. But if I'm losing the diamond now, that means I'm going to lose the diamond later, correct? And so sometimes being proactive to get these diamonds in here, you want to make sure they're secure. So there's nothing wrong with rubbing your hands on your diamonds. I know that some people don't want to, but I'm going to clean them anyways. And knowing that I multi-place and that I sometimes don't always make a perfect connection when I'm doing it, and there may be a diamond that's loose. I spend a lot of time doing that so that when it comes time to rolling, I don't have to worry so much about it. Okay, so next. And that's a good way to clean it, right? So, learn how to properly frame your diamond painting. Okay, so I've been an artist in diamond painting for a long, well, not diamond painting, I've been diamond painting now for about a year and a half. And I've framed a couple of my paintings, and I've left some that aren't framed. And so the ones that aren't framed will be the wallpaper. The ones that are framed will probably be the ones that stay up on the wall. But here's the thing. Just because this tells you you have to frame, that you're framing your diamond painting on this, right? You don't have to. You don't necessarily have to. You can do like I'm doing and create a wallpaper out of it. There's so many options out there once you've completed your diamond painting. The whole thing is getting through that diamond painting first, right? That's what you want to do. You want to get it done. You want to be able to say, look at what I did, put it on your wall, and somebody come in and not say anything and say, wow, that's a gorgeous painting. Who did that? And when somebody asks, you can put your hand up and say, I did that. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. You know, and it's things like that. It's little things like that that make this it's not a project. I'm not going to call it a project. This craft, this art form, I consider, when I'm laying down every single one of these diamonds, I'm doing some sort of art, right? Because it's going to go on my wall. It's gorgeous work, right? And you know what the fun of things is, and I've said this before, is I can now have paintings from Thomas Kinkade. And mind you, I've watched Thomas Kinkade since I was little. And I can finally own a Thomas Kinkade. And because I couldn't do it if I didn't do this. There's no way I could afford this kind of artwork in my home. Same with Chuck Pinson. I couldn't afford Chuck Pinson's artwork any other way. But that's the nice thing. It allows people like us to have the kind of artwork we want in our house that we wouldn't be able to actually go out and buy that artwork. We're not going to be able to go to that artist and buy that piece. I'm not going to be able to buy this piece of Thomas Kinkade artwork, right? No way. I know this. I know this painting, okay? I know this painting. And do you know how much this painting went for? $10,000, the original, okay? So, it's not easy to... So when I heard that Michaels had Thomas Kinkade, Thomas Kinkade, I couldn't get to Michaels fast enough. I mean, I was on my phone to see if they were at my local Michaels or if I could find one anywhere around. And you know what? I found 4 of them. I have 3 of them. I need the 4th one. I'm hoping that it's still there when I get a chance to get another one. I might see if there's any left. If there are, I will put it on my wish list for my Christmas present this year. So, adding your diamond painting to a frame gives it a classy and finished appearance. Framing your painting is a fairly easy process. You buy a standard frame from any craft store and look for a custom size to fit your specific painting. If you're going to buy a standard frame from the store, look for one that is slightly smaller than your painting. Diamond art paintings have extra trim around the image, so you can cut some of the material down to fit the frame and focus more on the image itself. So one thing that I've noticed, okay, so there is always a border on it. However, with this painting here from Diamond Dots, they also have a whole 1/2 inch of this painting. And I don't know that you could see what I'm showing. Let me see if I can move the oops, I don't mean to shake it. I don't mean for you guys to, but if you look, there's a design, and they painted the design on the edge of the canvas, which in turn will give me room to cut, right? And so I don't want to buy a frame that is the size of my diamond painting. I want to buy one that goes to all the way out here. This one won't go in a frame, but if I were to frame it, that's what I would do. I also I measure my paintings before I go. Not necessarily because of any reason, but I want to know the actual size that I need. I personally don't buy one smaller because I actually measure the actual painting itself. If you're looking for a less traditional way to display your artwork, check out some of the other suggestions on how to frame your diamond painting. So, and where does that go to? And we've already read that one, so that's what I thought. So, you've created a masterpiece. Congrats, you did it. Your beautiful diamond art painting is complete. Now it's time to show it off to the world. Follow our tips to ensure that your painting is ready to be framed, and then select our recommended methods for framing to add a nice finished touch to your creation. Keep your painting for yourself or give it as a gift to someone special. So, it really depends on what you want to do with your painting. I mean, I have a bunch of paintings that sit in my closet that are not done that I still have to work on, right? I'm happy to do so. I love to work on any and every diamond painting I can get my hands on. However, there are a few that I've tried to do out here during the initial setup of my living room setup. However, since then, I wasn't able to, but I figured out some ways of working with some of the bigger paintings. So one that I couldn't do, I think I've now figured out how I can accomplish getting it done while I sit here. If I can do the minions sitting here, and that one was heavy by the time I got all the diamonds on that sucker. Oh my gosh. My golly. I thought the box was heavy. Now I know why the box was so heavy, because now that painting is that heavy. I have a few leftover diamonds, and I'll be putting those away. I'll be dekitting this one. Tomorrow morning I will most likely be ready to kit up the next one. I think I'm going to clear off a space on my coffee table for us to kit up, and I will show you how I kit up. I won't be doing a lot of kit ups. I prefer WIP and chats. But I know some people like the kit ups and the tear downs. I'm going to try tomorrow to see how it goes on the kit up, okay? I can't promise you that the kit up is going to go as easy as I think it is and that I can get it on video. Remember, I'm new at this and I'm just learning. I will figure it out. I have a feeling that if I do it on my coffee table will be our best bet. It's just how and where I can set up the camera. And that's the big thing, is I just need to be able to get the camera set up and over it. I do have a tripod that I can put my camera on. However, I don't have a tripod, any other tripod. I only have one. So I have to try to make that work for now. I will eventually get a different tripod. The one I have works really well for what we're doing. I'm really happy with the setup I have. It is portable, so I can do my video here. I can do my video outside. I can do my video in the office. I just have to move my tripod. And it's one that connects to something. So I have to have a table or something that I connect it to. That's why I'm thinking my coffee table would be a good place. I just have to see if I can find a place where the camera can sit sturdy. Because it is a glass table and it's got an edge on it. So I have to see how I can get it set up. I will work on it today, figure it out so that we can do the kit up tomorrow. I will get the painting down today, get everything ready. I have to dekit one so that I can, I got a couple that need to be dekitted, so I might do some dekitting this evening. For the rest of my paintings. And so that's the end of our article for today. What's our article for tomorrow? Let's see. Tomorrow we will be reading the best diamond art kits for animal lovers. So if you're an animal lover, tomorrow's the video for you. We're going to do some kits for animal lovers. And that will be close to the end of April. And let's see, what's our next one? Oh, we're going to page 7 now. And then 5 things to do inside on a rainy day. So we have some things to do. That's cool. I'm looking forward to our new article. We've got some good articles coming up from Diamond Art Club. I know they're not long articles, but they're little help me, right? They're little help me's. So there's a little tutorial or a little something in each one. And that's the benefit of being on a video, is we can find short articles, and I can read those articles. I have some thoughts on some things that we're going to be doing in the future. I have some I think I've decided that September I will do a few Halloween decorations on my silhouette. So I do have only a couple months to rearrange to where I know I can put the silhouette out and do cutting with the silhouette and that kind of stuff. I do a lot of paper products. So I made a train out of cardstock, and I picked up and tried to put the same diamond in the same spot 4 times. There. Does that ever happen to you? You think you've got a diamond on your pen and the next thing you know it's not there? Or your pen doesn't pick up nothing but it picks one up upside down? Yeah. So there are things coming in the future that are a little different. We'll have some silhouette tutorials. I'll show you how to work within the actual silhouette environment. There's a lot of tools in there. I have the professional version of the software, so I have the full version, and we can play in that. There's a lot of things you can do in the silhouette, and I'm excited to be able to share some of those things that I've learned and done on the silhouette as well. And that's why my name is the Sunset Girl Creates. It is because I don't do just diamond painting, or I don't do just crocheting, or I don't do just knitting. I have a whole bunch of things I do. I am going to start pulling out and once a week doing a WIP and chat with my cross stitch, because there's got to be progress made on that too. When the Minions was coming in close to the end, everything kind of got put off to the edge. Nothing else is being done because I just wanted to get that painting done. I loved that painting. I loved every bit of doing that painting. It's a gorgeous painting. Mandy Manzano outdid herself. Thank you so much, Mandy, for being such the artist that you are. And to all artists out there, if you ever listen to my videos, you know, if you're a new upcoming artist, don't give up. Keep going. Find your way. Find your place. You can find your place in the art world. The art world is open. It's kind of like, I look at the art world the same way that when I was trying to decide whether to do a YouTube channel or not. Artists. There's room in the world for plenty of artists, right? So there's plenty of artists out there that have the freedom to be able to do their art, right? And that's one of the benefits of being part of the United States. And that's our ability to be able to do what we want with our lives. So if we choose a life to live, and we choose a direction in life, if we don't like that direction we're going, we can change it. Isn't that the benefit of being in the United States? That's one of the benefits we have. One of the freedoms that we have, that we can choose and do what we want to do. And freedom comes at a cost. And yesterday was part of celebrating that cost. Celebrating the lives and the people that have gone and fought on our behalf. My father, my grandfather, my grandpa, my father. Now he's my father. He's my biological father. Was in the military. He was 20 years in the Air Force. None of us kids went into the military though. My sister became a teacher. My brother is a designer. and he designs houses. So he buys, designs, sells, flips, all that kind of stuff. He lives in Nashville. He's on my Facebook. I love him more than life itself. I'm hoping that someday we can build a stronger, better relationship, but I don't think that's going to happen until our father passes away, because of my feelings towards our father, not his, and he doesn't quite understand how I can have the feelings I have, but he has to understand that he had our father his whole time growing up. I occasionally got cards from my father. I occasionally got presents from my father. My father wasn't there. He never tried to call. He never called to talk to me once a week. He never did any of that stuff. But yet I'm not supposed to be mad at him. Well, I gave him an opportunity. I've since seen him as an adult, and we sat down, and I gave him the opportunity, and I hear his side. And everybody has a side to this story. Growing up, I heard my mom's side. My mom really never answered. She'd only answer if we gave her a direct question about something. Now that we're older, I'm finding out a little bit more about my mother. We're currently, for her Mother's Day, I found our story on, I don't remember where I found it. Maybe it was YouTube, or it could have been Facebook, or it could have just been something that came across my email, which is possible as well, because I'm not on Facebook or that much anymore. But I was looking for something that I could give my mother that would have a lasting impact, not only for her, but our entire family, and that goes all the way down to the grandkids. So our story is a book where I can send questions to my mom once a week, and they send me the questions to review, make sure it's the question I want my mom to see. I think I forgot to check this one, but I know I preset all the way through September, I think, my questions, so I don't usually change them. But once a week, I get a list of questions, and it tells me what question I've already chosen, if I've already chosen a question. And then my mom writes a story based on that question, and she sends it back, and in the end, they'll help us compile. We'll compile it all together, and then they'll put it into a hardbound book for us. And that's a special book. It will be a book that we will buy one for each of the grandkids, and they will each have their own book for Grandma Shirley, who's my mom. And I'm thinking that one of these days I might do it just for myself, to be able to hand down to my grandkids too. Just so that they can have the story, you know? It's not like, there's not like photo albums to hand down. There's not things like that. Well, we do have some. I'm not saying that we don't have some, but I never was very good at keeping photos in a photo album or anything. I was always busy doing something, but not that. And so we were always busy. So we never really kept a photo diary of my kids. So with that said, I need things to be able to hand down to them, right? To my grandkids, so that they can know who their family was on my side. Maybe having some stories about their mom and stuff like that will help them, you know? So I'm going to see how this all turns out and how it goes. I paid $89, but that includes a year's worth of questions and them compiling and putting it all into a book for us. So it's not that bad of a price. So that was my gift to my mother for Mother's Day. So we are going through that. It's just a lot of fun. It's fun to read my mom's stories. Sometimes they make me cry. Sometimes they make me laugh. But it's a new insight into my mother that I never knew, because these are questions that I'm asking my mom, are questions that I never asked her before. I'm not one to come up with these kind of creative questions and ask my mom about different things. There's other people out there that have a great ability in writing and can write questions. I'm not a writer. I'm a numbers keeper. I play with numbers all day long, and or used to, and I loved it. I wasn't the best at emailing. If there was ever an improvement I always had on my list was always improving my writing skills. I was never good at writing. Oh, I think I've got that color done. So now that I have that color done, I'm going to do one final review after the video. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down, but please let us know in the comments why you gave it a thumbs down. And with all that said, I'm sorry for the rambling at the end, but I really thought it was important information to document in my head. Maybe not for you, but I liked it and enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy this channel, we'd love to have you subscribe and become part of the Sunset Girl Creates family. And if you want to know when I upload a video, right next to the subscribe button is a little bell icon that will ring with whatever notification is on your phone to let you know that I've uploaded a video. So with all that said, I want to thank everybody for coming. And if you're new, welcome. If this is your first time seeing the video, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. I'm still trying to come up with some intro stuff, so I might be adding a few things here and there. But let's continue on, and you have a wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll chat with you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.